Thanks for tuning in. Without hesitation, let's go courtside for the player introductions. The Jazz control the opening tip. McGrady gets the jumper. Mutombo with the inbound.
Go D, go D!
Ready, go!
I found the last survivor from the spaceship accident. You'll be safe now.
Love 40.
We're meeting G over there.
What?
Harry and Amy are coming to back us up.
Ready, fight!
Street Fighter 3. Prepare for battle.
One box could leave you messed up and fractured. Lock these uppercuts, they may leave you captured. Made a bet.
Are you ready? Go!
Yes, in your own crude fashion. Here, take your money.
Father, don't be rude. I'm so sorry.
Don't bother, I'm used to it. What is it, Sky?
Ryudo, looks like we have another job.
Hey, it's time to make some crazy money. Are you ready? Here we go!
Taxi! Taxi!
Hey, come here.
Thanks. Let's go to the park.
Okay, hang on.
Hey! Yo, stay in your seat.
Move it! You suck! Look at it!
HQ to all stations. Juvenile skaters have been spotted fleeing in the vicinity of Shibuya bus terminal. All officers respond. Repeat.
Yeah, Level
Level 2 security door breach. Attention all units. Suspect seen heading south. Block all major roads and capture the suspect.
My name is Shadow. Since you were so kind to release me, my master, I will grant you one wish.
Chris Redfield.
What are you doing here?
Yamagishi-san.
Oh, it's you, Ryo.
Tom.
Hey, Ryo!
Tell me about those men in the black car.
Battle 2, fight!
During the time of the pharaohs, the city of Karnak was a shining example of civilization that all other nations could only hope to emulate.
Since Albert left his heroic mark on history, and the peace that once was is no.
Summon Ray Blast.
Holy.
Get out of the way! If you're here to steal the bird, you have to give back.
Ready, go!
Detected. Reaction on fuel sensor. February chamber fully loaded. Transfer unit setup completed.
Rangers report to the emergency staging area for immediate transport. Tillis and Big, take point and contain the spread of the fire for the rescue team.
Roger.
Show and Reed, proceed.
This is Tillis. I've located the elevator shaft. I'm going in.
Chris, as soon as I secure this sector, I'll make my way down there. I've got to make sure.
違いはない。正面からの戦闘はできる限り避けねばならんのだが。
That one, from time uncounted, was called Madrock. He and his villainous legion scorched the land and dried the once sparkling seas.
3, 2, 1, go! Long, medium, right. Wow! Easy right. Medium left, maybe. Long, medium, right.
That'll play. That's wet.
Excellent.
Tonight's matchup, Shawn Michaels versus Razor Ramon. And Yokozuna.
Your first mission, destroy all enemy mechs in the city near the border. Remember to take them all out.
Fight! 1, ready, go!
Attention all wing pilots. Stand by to receive orders. From the outside. No good! Boom shakalaka! Rebound! Jams it in! Boom shakalaka! Head fake! Swish!
Welcome to the fantasy zone. Get ready.
Round 1, fight! Finish him. Freedom wins. Fatality.
decided. Everlasting damnation for your sins.
But that's not possible. The bishop assured us.
Come, face eternity.
Shine, eh? Bring out your toolkit and lay down as many tricks as you can before you hit the bottom.
Hi, Faith. Welcome back. Didn't think we'd be seeing you so soon.
Good work, buddy. Man, good work. And I can't believe you finished. Good job, fella.
That better? Yeah.
Who are you? You CIA?
Good morning, Sergeant Blackburn.
When are you going to tell me what's going on?
18 hours ago, I get a call from Homeland Security's...
Faced a lot of powerful big punchers in his day, but Tyson hasn't faced a heavyweight as fast and as skilled as Ali.
So, or as determined as Ali, or a guy who doesn't make sound.
In time tonight, he goes down.
Come on! 1, get to your feet! 2, 3. Oh! Oh!
Get ready. Here they come! Let's get out there. Delta 1, this is Delta 2. We are ready for...
Giant rats? It's like the start of every bad adventure tale my grandfather used to tell. Your hound must have chased them in through their holes. Looks like he wasn't raiding the larder after all. Those were rats from the Kokari Wilds. Best not...
I shall do very well. As you said, it has begun very well. It shall be done. I shall do it.
Deal. So, we'll look out for those warrants. But for now, let's find some more money.
Astonish your friends and relatives with a lifelike instant image. Now, all you have to do is strike a pose for my little device.
Roger, control. KR-18 moving in.
Request denied, control. Centaur 09, defending blockade under fire.
Damn it! I can't get a target name! I'm hit! I'm hit! Ah! 1-8, I got the...
Jacinto now stands as the last bastion of humanity. A final, desperate defense in the face of impossible odds. In a way, I pity them.
What's going on? Someone's been murdered!
Find us another route. Oh, God. They found me. Help. Wilson, where are you?
必ず助け出してやる。シーン2マックをイン。
いざ尋常に1本目勝負。尋常に1本目勝負。
第2戦開始。勝負。第1戦開始。
幕を引くぜ。
一戦真剣勝負始め。
Hey, hey, hey! Lady, go!
Go! に限界まで飛ばすぜ。勝負です。
Round 1 Fight!
何？大丈夫だった。
Heavy machine gun. Thank you. Heavy machine gun.
But well!
Follow this path.
Erkenn deine Chancen. Ich hack dich in Stücke.
away with it.
Pizza time!
My toes! My toes!
Come on. Got it. I'm bad.
Get me out of here!
Avengers assemble! Help! Leave it to me!
Rise from your grave. Power up.
よろしい。
Is that your bed?
You've entered the vault, a place where forgotten horror games whisper from dusty cartridges and haunted discs. Tonight, we present a double feature of Doom, 26 retro horror games that'll chew through your sanity and spit out your soul. Let's begin. "13 games to sink your teeth into." This was my first video from 2023, and as you'll be able to tell, it was definitely my first of its kind. So if you like it, hit the like button.
Welcome, fellow gamers, to the spookiest time of the year. With Halloween approaching, we're going to be delving into the rich history of horror-themed video games. I'm your host, RGC, and we're going to take a thrilling ride through some of the most iconic and not so iconic titles from decades past. We have 13 on tap, so grab your candy, light a few candles, and let's explore these 13 spine-tingling games. Let's go.
Rise from your grave. Power up.
I wouldn't go in there if I were you. Hey, excuse me. I apologize for pausing the video, but if you like what you're watching, if you could do me just a quick favor and hit the like button, and if you really like what you're watching, maybe consider subscribing. It would definitely help the channel. And with that said, we're getting right back to the video.
This is Chopper Delta.
Drop at area E95070. Over.
Listen, he's coming for us. We're both gonna die.
What are you saying?
You'll see.
Mary died of that damn disease 3 years ago. So then, why am I looking for her? Is it dead? What the hell is it? It's not human.
Hello?
So there you have it, a nostalgic journey through some of the spookiest, scariest, and downright fun horror-themed games from decades past. Which one was your favorite, or do you have a different spooky classic in mind? Let us know in the comments, and don't forget to subscribe to Retro Gaming Capsule for more gaming adventures. And until then, happy Halloween gaming. Thank you very much, and we'll see you next time. Thank you, bye-bye.
And the second feature tonight is 13 games to play while you're on fire, which honestly I don't know why I put that title. This was from last year, 2024. I think it's a little better than the first one, but let me know what you think in the comments, and if you like it, hit the like button, maybe share, subscribe, all of that good stuff. And let's take a look.
The House of the Dead Sega Arcade. Step into the House of the Dead, where the only thing scarier than the zombies is how bad you'll feel when they eat your face off. Armed with nothing but a gun and a thin layer of courage, you'll blast through waves of undead abominations in a mansion that makes a haunted house look like a cozy Airbnb. Keep your trigger finger ready, because if you pause to take a breath, something's gonna bite it off. It's a heart-pounding roller coaster. And let's just say, no one's leaving this house. with a security deposit refund. Maldita Castilla. Oh yeah. Maldita Castilla, or Cursed Castle, isn't just a nod to ghosts and goblins. It's a full-on medieval horror nightmare that looks pixel perfect on the Ouya of all places. In a time when modern consoles ruled, the Ouya still managed to deliver this punishingly difficult retro platformer with graphics that hit all the nostalgic buttons. You're a brave knight slashing your way through cursed lands filled with demons, monsters, and more eerie ambience than a haunted graveyard. Every leap feels like life or death, and trust me, it'll be death more often than you'd like. If you survive, it's not luck. It's pure nerve-wracking skill. Resident Evil 4, PS2. It's just another day in the life of Leon S. Kennedy, saving the president's daughter from a creepy village overrun by monstrous cultists. Resident Evil 4 doesn't ease you into the terror. It throws you into a village full of parasites that turn people into terrifying mutants. And the villagers, not exactly the welcoming type. Between popping off headshots and dodging chainsaws, there's barely a moment to breathe. But don't worry, Leon's cheesy one-liners will lighten the mood.
Don't want to get any parking tickets.
Right. Parking tickets.
Good luck.
Right before you get cornered by yet another grotesque creature that makes you question every life choice up until that moment. Lollipop Chainsaw, PS3. High school cheerleading, zombies, and a chainsaw. What could go wrong? In Lollipop Chainsaw, Juliet Starling doesn't just battle the undead with grace, she does it with glitter. This horror comedy is as bloody as it is over the top. With Juliet turning zombie slaying into an art form, her chainsaw tears through waves of gory undead. All the while, her boyfriend's decapitated head provides some much-needed comic relief. It's all fun and games until the zombies start singing. And trust me, they do. If Buffy the Vampire Slayer had a chainsaw, this is probably how things would go down. Death Smiles Arcade. Death Smiles is here to remind you that dodging bullets in a gothic hellscape can be a magical and terrifying experience. This bullet hell shooter puts you in the shoes of magical girls battling demons, witches, and all kinds of nightmarish creatures. The screen fills with projectiles and your only goal, survive by the skin of your teeth while looking fabulous. The art style may be cute, but the game's intensity will leave your palms sweating. It's a twisted blend of horror and charm, where the only thing scarier than the enemies is realizing you're out of lives. Escape from Monster Manor, 3DO. Think your house is haunted? Try Escape from Monster Manor, a labyrinthian monster-filled mansion straight out of your worst nightmares. This early 3D first-person shooter may be dated, but that doesn't stop it from cranking up the tension as you creep through hallways filled with ghosts, ghouls, and the occasional skeleton looking for trouble. It's a race to escape with your life and maybe your sanity, all while the game's retro graphics add a certain old-school charm to the horror. And remember, doors creak for a reason. Medieval PSP. In Medieval, you're Sir Dan Fortesque, a skeleton knight trying to redeem himself after an embarrassing death. This humorous action-adventure sees you battling through a world full of undead, monsters, and more than a few bad puns. It's all spooky, all quirky, and when you're a knight with more bone than brawn, it's hard not to find the humor in getting smacked around by zombies. The PSP version keeps the gothic charm alive while giving the graphics a nice polish. If you thought being a hero was hard, try doing it without any skin.
If I were a failed one-eyed warrior, I'd make myself scarce, mate.
Clock Tower, Super Nintendo. There's something deeply unsettling about knowing that Clock Tower gives you no weapons and no way to fight back. You're Jennifer, a terrified young girl, trapped in a mansion with a relentless killer known as Scissor Man. And your only option? Run. This survival horror game cranks up the tension with every step, every hiding spot, and every moment where you think you're safe, until you're not. Scissor Man is lurking and he's not in the mood to talk. The only thing sharper than his scissors is your need to get the hell out of there. Halloween, Atari 2600. It's you versus Michael Myers in Halloween on the Atari 2600. And believe me, those 8-bit graphics don't make him any less terrifying. As you scramble to save as many kids as possible, Myers stalks the halls, ready to slice and dice. Sure, the graphics may be primitive, but the dread is real. Especially when that signature music kicks in, and you know he's coming for you. The game may look simple, but surviving a pixelated slasher is anything but. Castlevania Bloodlines, Sega Genesis. Dracula's back and he's brought friends. In Castlevania Bloodlines, you take on the role of two vampire hunters battling through Europe's darkest, creepiest locales. Armed with a whip and some serious determination, you'll fight everything from demons to undead knights in this classic action platformer. The gothic atmosphere is thick and the challenge even thicker. One wrong move, and it's game over. Good thing your enemies have a taste for blood, because after a few levels, you'll be out for it too. Zombie Nation, NES. A giant floating samurai head fighting a zombie apocalypse in Zombie Nation. If that sentence didn't hook you, the game's chaotic energy will. It's not your typical zombie shooter. No, you're literally a disembodied head shooting lasers and destroying everything in sight. The weirdness somehow works, and before long you'll be laughing at the absurdity while fending off the undead. It's bizarre, but that's part of the charm. Just don't ask why you're a giant floating head. Some questions are better left unanswered. Dead Rising, Chop Till You Drop. Nintendo Wii. Dead Rising, Chop Till You Drop takes Frank West's chaotic mall adventure to the Wii, where every zombie-filled aisle is a chance to wield some motion-controlled mayhem. Sure, the visuals aren't quite as sharp as the original, but there's still something satisfying about turning whatever you can, garden tools, appliances, mannequins, into a zombie-smashing weapon. And let's be honest, nothing says Halloween fun like mowing down a horde of undead while debating whether to pick up a chainsaw or a frying pan. Dead Space 2, Xbox 360. Strap in, because Dead Space 2 takes everything terrifying about the original and dials it up to 11. Isaac Clarke, isn't just fighting the horrors outside his head. He's battling his own mind, and the necromorphs are only getting nastier. The tight, claustrophobic corridors of the space station are full of jump scares, tension, and the unsettling feeling that something is always right behind you. But when the monsters come, don't scream, aim for the limbs, and hope you're faster than they are.
I'm trying! I'm trying!
If you made it this far, congratulations, you've survived the double feature of Doom, but the horror doesn't end here. Subscribe for more cursed cartridges, haunted pixels, and retro chaos. And remember, some games were never meant to be played. October nights were made for the Sega Genesis. Dark castles, twisted monsters, haunted graveyards, and even a few laughs. This 16-bit legend gave us some of the best horror games of its era. So grab your controller, dim the lights, and join me as we count down the top 10 essential horror games on the Genesis. Perfect for a Halloween night. Number 10. Shakan the Forever Man. Few games match the grim tone of Shakan. You play an immortal warrior cursed to battle evil for eternity. With haunting landscapes and punishing difficulty, it's a game that feels as dark and relentless as its story. Halloween doesn't always mean fun. Sometimes it means facing the endless night. Number 9. Alien 3. Claustrophobic corridors, facehuggers waiting in the dark, and that eerie tension of being hunted. Alien 3 nails the sci-fi horror of the film while giving Genesis players a tense, action-packed survival experience. If the xenomorphs don't scare you, nothing will. Number 8. The Immortal. A dungeon crawler where every step could be your last. The Immortal is infamous for its deadly traps, sinister monsters, and unsettling encounters. It oozes dread at every turn, making it one of the Genesis' most chilling experiences. Number 7. Decapitac. Of course, Halloween isn't all doom and despair. Decapitac brings cartoonish spooks and goofy monster fun. You play a stitched up mummy who literally throws his head at enemies. It's campy, colorful, and pure Halloween energy in 16-bit form. Number 6. The Ooze. Now for something truly weird, in the Ooze, you don't fight the monsters, you are the monster. As a blob of toxic sludge, you dissolve scientists and creep through twisted labs. It's body horror on a Sega cartridge, and that alone makes it unforgettable. Number 5. Zombies Ate My Neighbors. Chainsaw maniacs, werewolves, killer dolls, all chasing you through suburbia. Zombies Ate My Neighbors is a love letter to cheesy horror flicks packed with humor, chaos, and amazing co-op play. It's campy horror done right, and it's a must for any Halloween marathon. Number 4. Haunting starring Poltergeist. Flip the script. Instead of running from ghosts, you are the ghost. In Haunting starring Poltergeist, you scare a family out of their house using haunted furniture, possessed TVs, and other inventive gags. It's funny, clever, and still one of the most unique Genesis games ever made. Number 3. Ghouls and Ghosts. A night battling demons through graveyards, crypts, and hellish castles. Ghouls and Ghosts is as iconic as horror games get. Brutally hard, but drenched in gothic atmosphere. When it comes to classic monster slaying action, this is the Genesis standard bearer. Number 2. Splatterhouse 3. Here's the Genesis at its darkest. Splatterhouse 3 combines brutal combat with cinematic cutscenes and multiple endings. It feels like a VHS horror movie brought to life. Violent, tense, and unforgettable. Few 16-bit games pushed horror this far. Number 1. Castlevania Bloodlines. And at number 1 is the crown jewel of Genesis horror. Castlevania Bloodlines has everything. Gothic castles, epic bosses, eerie music, and a sense of atmosphere unmatched on the system. It's not just the best horror game on the Genesis, it's one of the greatest 16-bit horror adventures ever made. And there you have it, 10 essential horror experiences for the Sega Genesis. Perfect for an October night of scares and nostalgia. From haunted castles to slimy experiences, these games show you just how creative 16-bit horror could be. Which one will you play this Halloween? Share your favorites in the comments if you dare.
with the inbound.
Down, down, down.
Step on the gas. Step on the brakes. Round 2. Fight.
5 awesome Neo Geo fighting games.
Round 1. Fight.
Five awesome Neo Geo fighting games. Here are 5 more awesome Neo Geo fighting games. Which Castlevania is the best? The handheld legend Aria of Sorrow, the classic whip-cracking action of Super Castlevania 4, the stylish cult favorite Rondo of Blood, or the gothic masterpiece Symphony of the Night? Comment below.
Resident Evil 4 doesn't ease you into the terror. It throws you into a village full of parasites that turn people into terrifying mutants. And the villagers, not exactly the welcoming type. Between popping off headshots,
Ghouls and Ghosts, one of the hardest series ever, but which version is the best? Let's take a look. It all began in the arcades, with Arthur battling demons in brutal fashion. Then came the Genesis version, bringing that arcade magic home with speed and precision. Over in Japan, the Super Graphics pushed the hardware with stunning visuals. Meanwhile, the Master System gave us a unique spin, with new items and gameplay changes you wouldn't expect. On the computers, the Atari ST offered its own tough-as-nails port. The Super Nintendo cranked things up with Super Ghouls and Ghosts and that iconic double jump. And years later, the Wonder Swan surprised fans with a portable exclusive most people never got to try. So tell me, which version of Ghouls and Ghosts? There was this, the original nightmare that started it all. Ghosts and Goblins. Let's jump in. It began in the arcades. Dark, brutal, and nearly impossible. One hit and Arthur's armor was gone. 2 hits, game over. The NES brought the same cruelty home, slower and choppier, but somehow even harder. On the Commodore 64, eerie music and redesigned stages gave it a fresh yet still punishing twist. And decades later, the PSP's Ultimate Ghosts and Goblins brought it full circle with new armor, modern visuals, and the same unforgiving challenge that defined the series. So tell me, which Ghosts and Goblins version crushed your soul the most? Drop it in the comments. Number 9. Alien 3. Claustrophobic corridors, face huggers waiting in the dark, and that eerie tension of being hunted. Alien 3 nails the sci-fi horror of the film while giving Genesis players a tense, action-packed survival experience. If the xenomorphs don't scare you, nothing will. Number 5. Zombies Ate My Neighbors. Chainsaw maniacs, werewolves, killer dolls, all chasing you through suburbia. Zombies Ate My Neighbors is a love letter to cheesy horror flicks packed with humor, chaos, and amazing co-op play. It's campy horror done right, and it's a must for any Halloween marathon. Number 7. Decapitac. Of course, Halloween isn't all doom and despair. Decapitac brings cartoonish spooks and goofy monster fun. You play a stitched up mummy who literally throws his head at enemies. It's campy, colorful, and pure Halloween energy in 16-bit form. Number 3. Ghouls and Ghosts. A knight battling demons through graveyards, crypts, and hellish castles. Ghouls and Ghosts is as iconic as horror games get. Brutally hard, but drenched in gothic atmosphere. When it comes to classic monster slaying action, this is the Genesis standard bearer. You probably weren't ready for this Sega Genesis game. Dynamite Hetty, a living puppet hero with exploding heads. Insane visuals, non-stop action, and legendary boss fights, made by Treasure at the height of their creativity. One of the wildest platformers on the Sega Genesis. Follow for more retro classics. You probably forgot this Sega Genesis game, Radical Rex, a skateboarding dinosaur with pure 90s attitude, bright colors, fast platforming, and non-stop arcade-style action. It wasn't perfect, but it was definitely fun. One of the most overlooked hidden gems on the Genesis. Follow me for more retro classics. Number 8. The Immortal, a dungeon crawler where every step could be your last. The Immortal is infamous for its deadly traps, sinister monsters, and unsettling encounters. It oozes dread at every turn, making it one of the Genesis' most chilling experiences. Let's rank the absolute best looking box arts on the NES. Starting off with number 10, Alien Syndrome, high contrast sci-fi horror. Number 9, Blaster Master, excellent painted scope. Number 8, Final Fantasy, moody, painterly crest. Number 7, Double Dragon 2, over-the-top comic action energy. Number 6, TMNT2. This is the best arcade art adaptation on the NES. Number 5, Ninja Gaiden. Pure cinematic kinetic action. Number 4, Mike Tyson's Punch-Out. Unbeatable portraiture, power, contrast, and an iconic shelf presence. Number 3, Crystallis. Superb composition and a vibrant color palette, and that sword glows. Number 2, The Legend of Zelda. Masterclass in simple, luxurious branding, gold crest on a gold cartridge. But the ultimate piece of art is number 1, and that is Castlevania. Frazetta-inspired gothic horror, unmatched atmosphere and detail. That's the list. Agree? Disagree? Let me know which console art we should rank next, Genesis or Super Nintendo. Here are 10 of the best looking Genesis box arts. Not ranked, just stunning. Aladdin brings magical Disney animation straight to your Genesis. Sonic 2 is pure speed and iconic blue blurred energy. Comic Zone jumps right out of a comic book with bold panels. Altered Beast delivers mythological chaos and muscle. Dragon's Fury lights up the screen with bright, dynamic pinball action. X-Men teams up mutants in a striking cover battle scene. Valis 3 shows anime-inspired fantasy epic in vivid detail. Truxton explodes with classic arcade shoot-'em-up intensity. Game Ground serves strategic action with bold, colorful artwork. Eternal Champions crashes futuristic fighters into one unforgettable cover. Check out the full Top 100 Genesis box art video for even more. Some of these are legendary games, but their box art is even more iconic. Earthbound, weird, bold, and unforgettable. Mega Man X, explosive anime action. Super Metroid, dark, cinematic, sci-fi. Super Castlevania 4, gothic, horror, classic. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles 4, Turtles in Time, 90s arcade chaos. Secret of Mana, fantasy painted gold. Wild Guns, fast-paced western sci-fi art. Chrono Trigger, anime adventure perfection. Street Fighter 2 Turbo, arcade rivalry unleashed. Donkey Kong Country, 3D jungle spectacle. Which Super Nintendo box art is your favorite? Comment below. 10 more Super NES covers that went way too hard. Maximum Carnage, that red cover hits different. MK2, simple, striking, legendary. Super Valis 4, peak 90s anime intensity. Cybernator, heavy metal mech destruction. Dragon View, classic fantasy with attitude. Knights of the Round, armored fantasy done right. Clock, loud, weird, and unforgettable. Secret of Evermore, dark, moody, and atmospheric. Again, brutal cyber ninja energy. Axelay, cosmic scale and pure style. SNES box art was built different. Forget the Super Nintendo. The Genesis had no chill. Here are 10 covers that went way too hard. Subterranea, look at the scale of this sci-fi pilot. Arrow Flash, that is pure 90s anime energy. El Viento, the composition here is just stunning. Weapon Lord, this is heavy metal barbarian grit. Shikam the Forever Man, a literal gothic nightmare. Beast Wrestler, dark, weird, and totally unhinged. Phantasy Star 4, this mural is a 16-bit masterpiece. Time Killers, this was the peak of 90s edge. Contra Hardcore's unhinged adrenaline in every pixel. Splatterhouse 2, too intense for some stores. Horror perfection. Did Genesis beat the Super NES? Comment Genesis if it won. Super Nintendo versus Genesis, the 16-bit box art war. I'm showing you the covers. You pick the winners. Number 1, Super Metroid's cinematic mood or the insane mural detail of Phantasy Star 4. Number 2, the gothic painting of Castlevania 4 versus the brutal horror of Splatterhouse 3. Number 3, Contra 3's explosive style or the pure adrenaline of Contra Hardcore's. Number 4, the hand-drawn warmth of Yoshi's Island or the too cool attitude of Sonic 2. Number 5, Turtles in Time arcade vibes or the urban comic grime of Streets of Rage 2. Who took the 16-bit crown? Comment SNES or Genesis to pick the king. Sub for more versus battles. The 16-bit war continues. Super NES versus Genesis. No mascots, just pure box art. You pick the winners. Number 1, the infamous banjo player on Phalanx, or the dark fantasy epic Elemental Master. Number 2, Mega Man X2's sleek armor, or the 3D rendered power of Vector Man 2. Number 3, Final Fight 3's street fighting grit, or the cinematic intensity of Double Dragon 3. Number 4, Super Mario RPG's colorful 3D cast, or the classic hand-painted look of Tracia. Number 5, Street Fighter 2's iconic original, or the special champion edition on the Genesis. Who took part 2? Comment your picks and sub for part 3. The king of the black label. From minimalist icons to gritty masterpieces. These are the top 10 best PS2 box arts. Number 10, the survival horror gold standard, Resident Evil 4. Number 9, the brushed stroke style of Okami. Number 8, the iconic panel layout of GTA San Andreas. Number 7, the haunting scale of Shadow of the Colossus. Number 6, the crossover magic of Kingdom Hearts. Number 5, the gothic energy of Devil May Cry 3. Number 4, the atmospheric mystery of Silent Hill 2. Number 3, the vengeful stare of God of War 2. Number 2, the star-crossed beauty of Final Fantasy X. Number 1, the definitive stealth icon, Metal Gear Solid 2. The PS2 library is legendary, but is it better than the Xbox? Sub for the art war.